Hello my beautiful souls and welcome to my channel. Today it's gonna be a video about my last post about answers, questions and answers. The game that I made for you about how well you know this channel, how well you know me, or at least what you need to know about me or this channel. I ask you to give me some facts about me, and if you get it right, I'll give you the answers on your questions. I chose some questions, I was writing them down. Not all of them I will be able to respond to answer, but I chose mostly the ones that several asked, like it was more of a collective curiosity, okay? Beside the things that you will learn about me maybe during this video or my channel, you may also find something about yourself. Maybe through my example, maybe something you're gonna hear. I will also give you certain tips of information that can maybe help you on the way. So, you know, stay tuned and have some coffee, tea, and let's have some time with me. So let me start with that. Some of you asked, like, why am I reacting to negative comments? Why am I even responding to them? And I want to tell you why not. I mean, I always try to take out something good out of something bad, and that's one of the reasons I reacted to certain comments, because I felt it was time for you to know more about me maybe, or more about how I want this channel to be. And also I wanted to help you here, to guide you, because my channel is all about guidance, not just reading cards, not just like finding out who's thinking about you or something like that. This is just part of my channel. Mostly my journey is to help, to guide people, and that's what I'm doing here. So sometimes I will react to certain things just to, you know, take out from a negative situation, to take something good, which you can see right now. If there was no reaction of mine, there would be no video of this, okay? Or you wouldn't know certain information. And today we're going to talk about many different things, including witchcraft or spirituality, rituals, meditations, and stuff like that. So it will be mostly informative video, but also I hope you will enjoy it. Okay, so let me start with the facts that you said about me that were right. Some of them I will talk about. So are you saying that I don't read cards by typical meaning? Only I have many ways to interpret the cards, and that's true. And why is that true? Because I would say one of the reasons why I do that, because when I had history class, by the way, if you didn't know, I am an art history major, and I'm an artist. So when I took an art history class before I had anything to do with tarot readings, there was one course, the most, I would say, difficult for me, because we had to memorize dates and you know, names and stuff like that. The professor took out certain painting, and we all had to talk about this painting, and every person had to say what they see in this painting. And surprisingly for me at that time, everyone saw different things. So the interpretations in a class were so different, and regardless of as we knew about the painting, that didn't really matter. The professor wanted us to see what we see, what we can see from our angle, and that actually taught me to look at the cards or any other tool the same. You can draw your own conclusions, you can see your own things, and one person can see one thing, the other one could see completely different thing in there. And that's why I always say I can see many things. One card can show me many different interpretations. Then you say I don't judge on my channel, and why is that? Why I don't judge anybody? Because I believe that every person or every situation is very unique, okay? And because you're not in this situation doesn't mean it doesn't exist, or doesn't mean there is a right or wrong, okay? So I don't judge on my channel, and I respect you, and that's why the main thing that I ask on my channel is mutual respect, okay? I give you respect, I don't judge you, you do the same. Of course, there always will be people who will come and go and, you know, leave some negativity and go. That's fine. My doors to my channel are always open both ways. And what does it mean, both ways? It means that as much as you can come in, and welcome to come to my channel, as much as you can always leave if you don't feel comfortable, if you don't feel right, or my presence or my readings trigger you, something in you. And I even have some people here that before couldn't watch my reading, and they came back with time when they actually realized what was the issue, what they were needed to, you know, learn or go through, which lesson, what triggered them, and they came back. And anyways, that's why I don't hold anybody here, but at the same time I truly appreciate those who are with me for a long time. I know many people with me, and I truly appreciate you guys and grateful for you, okay? Some people say another fact about me is my voice is healing. That's true. Actually, I didn't know that before I started my channel, and during this time I was working on my throat chakra a lot, especially the next few years, which I had problem with before. Not just I couldn't speak in public, it was kind of issue for me. I also could, you know, hold something within and not open up about it, and it could take months or years for me to speak out about something that I feel inside that I couldn't say. And I actually worked through it, and now I'm here with you guys talking to you. I also want to give you an example. Like, if you feel like you cannot do something, or you feel like you maybe don't fit in like somewhere, or you're not, you know, skillful enough, look at me. I mean, English is not my first language, definitely. I have an accent. My English is not perfect and stuff like that. It didn't stop me from opening this channel specifically in English. And why? Because that's another story about me, that my guides asked me to do it in English. I wanted to do it in my native language, but my guide said that there are certain people that wouldn't understand this language, so English would be the best choice. And I did it in English, okay? So yes, and now if you feel my voice is healing, that's true. I'm a spiritual healer and a guide. Also, you're saying I'm neutral, I don't sugarcoat, and even somebody called me arrogant after my post. And that's okay, because if those people, they don't understand why I'm kinda, you know, I could sound harsh at times, yes, but this is you can call it tough love, of mine. I'm that kind of person, and people that already know me, they know that I can, you know, be very nice and nurturing and smile and be happy, but at certain points of time I can just change like that if I need to. If somebody needs to hear the truth, if somebody needs my support, and sometimes support is not always like saying, oh, you're gonna be fine, everything will be okay. No, sometimes the support could be also strong, and that's what I do here. Okay, to deliver a message, sometimes I need to be like that. And yes, sometimes I am arrogant, and it doesn't bother me at all. It's my personality, and I'm happy with who I am. Anyways, if you want some tough love from me, then you're more than welcome to stay on my channel. But it's not always like that. Another thing, I even want to tell you some secret about me. Not really a secret, but something about me that I have two sides of me, light and dark. I mean, we all have that, but at the same time, people that interact with me, either it's new people or people that I know for years, doesn't matter. There are two categories of people or of situations that happen to me. Either people tend to love me or like me right away, or they stay away. There is no really middle or indifference towards me. Of course, there could be some exceptions, of course, but mainly people either get very attracted to me or they stay away. Why am I saying stay away? I'm not saying about hate or something like that. No, they stay away because there is a certain I trigger something in them, certain fear of theirs, not mine. And that's another thing that I do for people. Sometimes they don't even know why I'm, you know, came to on their path. They're not sure, and that's fine. And that's why I'm saying it's okay if mostly, yes, I have positive reviews and comments from you guys, but sometimes if there is something, it's going to be very strong. Something negative, very strong. Why? Because as I said, there is no middle. And what else? Yeah, people tend to feel a certain way around me because I show them their wounds, and either they want to heal it and they actually ready for a change, or they just, you know, run. They just run. Another fact about me you wanted to know is what is my native language, where am I from originally. So I want to tell you I am Russian, and that's my first language, Russian. Also, I lived in Israel, so my second language when I was in high school was Hebrew. Right now I don't really speak Hebrew, but I know Hebrew anyways. And my English was my third language. That's why you may be confused about my accent, because I have several languages. And also some people say that I look, my looks also somehow could be either Arabic or Spanish. Again, my ancestors, they lived in those places, especially in Persia. Maybe I look like Persian as well. And because I have many different mixes of cultures in me, and that's why maybe you can think that way. That's about that. Okay, another fact about me, or another fact that about my channel. Many of you asking about what I mean by light and dark energies, or am I involved with dark energies, or am I doing some black magic or something like that? No, I don't do black magic. First of all, I know the outcome of it. I know what's the consequences of it. Okay, but I do have access in how do I, like, not really access, but dark powers, they help me. They are truly protecting me. I cannot say many things about it on, you know, on YouTube, but there is a reason for those things. Definitely dark powers, they sometimes help me in the most difficult situations when I need to be very, very tough. And of course, light, higher beings, angels also help me. And again, I cannot speak about that on YouTube, but definitely both powers are in contact with me, or I'm in contact with them. And some people say, how can I contact dark energies? I mean, I wouldn't recommend to contact them by yourself. If they would like to do something with you or contact you, they will. I wouldn't recommend go somewhere you don't know anything about it, okay? And it's not a joke. What else I want to say? Another thing about light and dark, some people call different names. For me, it's just energy. There is a good energy, there is bad energy, there is different kinds of energies, and if God didn't want dark energy to be in this world, He wouldn't make it. That's my belief. I mean, we also have dark and light in us, so every time you upset, every time you trying to make money maybe, or everything that you do on earth that is more earthy, and negative emotions, even grudge, pain, like revenge, all of those are dark energies. Okay, I hope you acknowledge this. Okay, so that's why I don't really call them, like, I don't say angel or devil and stuff like that, even though in cards it shows us what kind of energies there are. But yeah. Okay, let me see now. Let's go to the questions now that you wanna ask. And somebody asked, who am I connected to? What kind of spirits? As I said again, I cannot really talk about it. This is very, very personal. I cannot also talk about how I got there and how they're helping me, why. Because some of you may say, why? They're protecting you, those powers, right? There is a reason for that as well, okay? And how are they protecting me? They backfire at people or things that mean no good for me, and I don't really even need to do anything. It's just like that. So, question: how you keep your emotions balanced to get clear messages in readings? Well, let me tell you, I do detach myself from your reading. Like, I try to look at the situation from afar and not, like, have any kind of emotion towards it. I try not to, even though sometimes your readings are so deep, guys, that I even cry during your readings. But still, even though I'm attached, like I feel, I take it through myself, through me, the energy, I'm still detached. That's why I don't judge, because I'm detached. Okay? And also intuition. I always listen to my intuition. It's practice, of course. It's not easy to do that, but intuition is very important. Okay, next question. Why don't you post often? Well, I want to say I try to save my energy. It's for me, doing readings, it's not just, you know, shuffling cards. It's takes a lot of energy, and sometimes it drains me, especially personal readings. They drain the most, so sometimes I have to take breaks from it because I dive in too deep, and to get you the best accurate, most accurate message that you need. And no offense to other readers, of course, it doesn't mean I'm like that. Somebody who does everyday readings, they're not. Maybe they have different sources, I don't know, their energy is different, they have more time maybe, and stuff like that. Could be anything. Another question, how are you grounding your energy? First of all, exercise. Exercise, I realized lately, is very important and helpful. Like, for instance, your day is going slow, you basically have barely no energy. I force myself to go exercise, and when I'm already there, the energy picks up, like, and after that I'm already energized. I want to do things. As my trainer said, as long as you show up. So that's true. When you show up, you don't even know how much more you can do. Another thing is meditation. Meditation could help to ground yourself, but I wouldn't recommend meditation when you are in a angry vibes, or you hyper, or you like aggressive. I wouldn't recommend meditation because your mind is not quiet. It's better to exercise than meditate if you're in that kind of mode, okay? And the most and the best source for me to ground myself is nature. It could be any nature. And I live next to the ocean, next to the water, so I can always go and recharge. It's also good just to walk barefoot outside, of course if the weather permits that, or on the grass, or somewhere. Just walking is good. Also, to talk to people who are on the same page with you, or who can hear you out and not judge you and give you the right advice. This is also good. And finally, what how you can ground your energy is to treat yourself, to somehow nurture yourself. Like, for example, make an appointment for a massage. Trust me, after that you're gonna be relaxed and more calm, and your energies will change. Or go to a salon. Even if you always do things at home, sometimes doing something different than from what you're doing usually, this is a very good thing. Like, it changes your energy and changes your mind. Like, your mind reads it like, okay, there was a certain change. You feel better, you feel more calm, and from there you can do other things, or do some shopping. I don't know, go treat yourself with a certain suit or a dress, or whatever it is, or food that you wanted to eat. Yes, it sounds weird. How can you ground yourself to eat something unhealthy? Sometimes it also helps. So yeah, this could be that. Next question, how can you keep calm when people criticize you, misunderstand your work? As I said before, I found valuable things in it, like in every situation, and I'm not afraid to speak out, and also saying it out loud. It also actually good, because when you talk about something, you release that, like the situation is gone, or the emotions, Like, for example, imagine you mad at somebody or you're upset. Not that I'm mad at anyone, I'm just giving you an example. You're upset with your partner, for instance, and you know you're upset, but you didn't talk through it yet. You cannot just, be happy around this person until you speak out, until you say it out loud. And usually after you say something, even arguments, most likely you will make out after an argument. Because why is that happening? Because you speak out, you say what's inside of you, and you feel better. Okay, for me, in this my example, I just speak out to give you more understanding of what I'm doing here on this channel, and so there will be no misunderstandings. This more concerns me than the negative comments. What concerns me is people that actually healing through my channel, listening to my channel, in the same frequency with me. That's who I care for, and that's who I'm explaining things for you guys, for those people. Okay, I just use those negative comments as a tool to give you this information. Okay. Next question: what's the most intense memory of your childhood years? Let me tell you what was the first memory of my childhood years. As I remember, that's my first nightmare. That's what comes to mind right away. I don't want to talk about it really, but now I understand where is this coming from, and now I get that since I was very little, certain spirits were communicating with me. I only realized that the recent 2-3 months, because I didn't think about it before, and now I understand why certain spirits or energies are talking through me. And next question: how did you get to the level of being so serene? Well, spirituality led me here. It gave me some understanding of balance, of how the universe works, of energies. So yes, spirituality definitely. Let me see. This is done. Another question: what is your source of strength? As I said, nature, also my family. I'll give you one, thing about me that I didn't speak about is I have 2 kids, 2 boys, teenagers, and I had them when I was very young, and they are right now like my friends. So they are my source of strength whenever I need them, as well as they. And if they need my nurturing, my kindness, they get it. If they need some tough love, they also get it. And we never get upset at one another. Mostly never, right? So I'm just saying, people that already know me in my circle, they don't see it as arrogance or something like that. But I mean, and what else is my source of strength? I would say difficult moments, tower moments, let's call it that, making important decisions. Why? Because I realized throughout the time, the more I overcome some difficulties, the more strength, inner strength I got. So for me, difficulties, they are just some obstacles on the way. Okay, and I believe that if you're not dead, if you're alive, you still can change the situation. Okay, unless you dead and you cannot breathe, then yes. But beside that, any situation or any problem can be solved. Okay. As long as you accept the situation and then you work on it, of course. Okay, next question: your daily routine. Well, I like to have coffee in the morning in bed. I start with watching some positive videos. It could be 2-3 minutes, like reels or something positive that will charge me for the morning. I never look like I never watch like news, like politics in the morning, because it drains you. The morning is very important for how your rest of the day will go, and at least for me. So it's important what I'm doing, what I'm watching, especially in the morning. Okay, so keep that in mind. Then I take care of myself, then I maybe work, go do errands and stuff like that. And in the evenings, sometimes I go recharge at the ocean. I just walk, or I walk outside. And sometimes I watch a show. Right now, if you're interested, I'm watching Vampire Diaries. I never watched this show, and everyone told me, why you still didn't watch this show? I'm like, I don't know, maybe it wasn't the right time. Then recently I started watching, but I don't go and watch right away everything. I know some people like get addicted to Netflix and stuff like that. I try to minimize the time, I try to manage my time, so maybe sometimes before bed I just watch 1 episode or 2 and that's it. Even less, I guess. Next question, would you like to travel to my country, Pakistan? Maybe one day I will. About traveling or seeing places or just going somewhere, I mostly use like my intuition, where my soul wants to take me, or is there something I need to take from there or learn from this place. For example, lately I had this calling to go to Egypt because some of the deities gave me some messages. I already got the messages that I needed, but I truly wanted to go there, and was like some trouble with visa. But I did visit Israel and Jerusalem, very nice, I would say divine places, recharged places. Some of you know because you on my personal Instagram. By the way, you're welcome to come to my Instagram, where to learn a little bit more about myself, about me. And anyways, so when I choose a place, it's mostly what my intuition tells me, where I want to go. And the next question is your favorite decks. Well, I would say Manara and Runic Tarot. Those are some of my favorite decks, but it will also depend on what kind of reading I do. What's the subject? Very important, the subject that I do. Okay, and some said because you want to know what should you choose. No, listen only to yourself, how you feel about the deck. And if you're a beginner, it's better to start with Rider-Waite. That's the main deck that you can use, and will give you main knowledge about that. As I told you, cards can have infinite interpretations, but at the same time, it's good to know basics of the cards, because so you're not gonna go overboard, or you have certain structure in your readings. How do you deal with control psychic side? How do I deal with my psychic side? I mean, I don't fight it. I accept every or any mood that I have, or the situation that I have. I acknowledge that. I don't fight it, and that's, I think, that's what can help. Next question, do you meditate? Yes, I meditate. If I do it at home, I do it like 10-15 minutes. I have specific meditations that I do. I don't do it every day, but mostly when I need some answers. And when I need some answers, or I need heads up like what's coming next and stuff like that, I go to group meditations. I have some people that spiritual friends that around me, and they often do meditations like on a new moon, on a full moon, or any other special dates. And it truly helps me to cleanse myself, to get information. Yeah, so I would recommend you, if you have certain spiritual group wherever you live, or maybe you can find something like that, maybe some Reiki and stuff like that. That's very helpful, very good. Next question: how do you protect yourself from negative energies? Any methods? Well, first of all, I always wear certain crystals. I use sage. I mean, I guess many of you do. But I feel like, for example, if I go somewhere and I know there will be energy vampires or people that can drain me, and I have no choice. Basically, for example, it's relatives. You or like friends that you cannot really say no, I don't want to go, or stuff like that. Of course, if there's people that I'm not connected close to, those people, I can say I rather say no, I'm not gonna go. If I know that after I see those people I will be drained, certain problems will start happening, health issues, I wouldn't go. But if I already go, I make sure I wear certain items like protection crystals, that amulets. Sometimes I do rituals even, like where I protect my own energy. But mostly I feel like what kind of stone I have to wear today. I feel that. And I would recommend to cleanse your crystals or stones, because they absorb very fast. And also another thing that I do, I mean, people who know me already, they know. If I go around people, there are many people in one room, and I know some of them are toxic, or in general very strong energies, I try to sit I sit at the far side, where I'm not exactly there, like I'm always a little bit away. And it's helping me. Doesn't mean I'm outside the circle or I'm not talking to people. No, I'm talking and everything, but I'm still kinda keeping my distance, at least some distance from people. Of course, if it's my best friends or close relatives, I don't do that because I feel comfortable there. Next question: when did you start spiritual journey? About that, I do have a video. Can you somebody please comment, put in the comment section some link of the other video. I don't know if I can find it right now, where I talk about my spiritual awakening. It's a long video. If you you're welcome to watch it. But my spiritual journey started around 4 years ago, and I actually explained in that video some signs, some my feelings, and how I went through all of that. Of course, not all information, but most of it, some of it that could be valuable to you. I've been through a major transformation that have changed me completely, and that's how things have started. And that's how they started making sense. Next question: do you do any protection ritual before the readings? Well, right away I want to say my place, my table is already protected, okay? So even when you come to my channel, you automatically cleansing yourself as you see, I often, almost always have candles. They're real candles. That's important. Real fire, real light. So my table is already like how do you call it, like an altar, okay, of positive vibes, so it's protected. But yes, when I do personal readings, I do, you know, change the energy with sage or any other and look what's going on with this. Yeah, so why some people feel comfortable or even sleepy on my channel, because you cleansing yourself without even your knowledge, okay, and right now too. Another thing I do, I don't let anyone touch my stuff or my table, my cards, my crystals. This is kind of sacred, I would say, or because my energy is there, and that's important for me, especially even when some cleaning ladies come, they know this table shouldn't be touched. They know they have to avoid this area. Another question, my zodiac sign. Well, I'll tell you, I have earth and fire. That's what I want to tell you. Not that I'm hiding my sign, I'm just trying not to give myself a very like a specific sign, and I wouldn't recommend for you too, because some people, they think, okay, if I'm that sign, that's it, that's my personality, and that's all. No. And especially in my chart, I have all the signs. I can be related to any sign in the zodiac, okay, and but mostly I have earth and fire in me, so that's why I'm, you know, I have two sides of me. I can be very earthy, like to business, to, you know, finances, you know, things that I have to do, very organized, but at the same time I have this fiery energy in me when I just, you know, go out with friends, having some fun and stuff like that. Well, next question, how you learn your craft. Well, I'm a self-learner, intuitive learner here in that area. I watched many readings when I just started. I didn't plan to do anything like that or any channel of my own. I just watched and I absorbed information, and I'm a visual learner, so I look at something, I look different things, and I make my own. I never copy things. I mostly just look at others as an inspiration, and then I create my own. Okay, but I didn't have specific coach or teacher or specific classes that taught me that about tarot readings. No, I didn't have it. Doesn't mean you don't have to do that, because everyone is different. Everyone picks up information differently, so maybe for some of you, you do need classes for that if you wish to you know, do something like that. Okay, next question, did you inherit your prophetic gifts via family? Probably. I always had this ability in me to work with candles or matches to take away a bad eye, like help people to, you know, release negative energy, especially for my family members or some friends. it was like coming from generation to generation. And also my words are very strong. I can say things while I'm taking away a bad eye or something like that. My words are strong, and if somebody else will do the same thing, it might not work as I do it. So I knew that before. Also, some of my relatives, they were working with candles to help others as well. So that's that. But I never thought I'm gonna be actually into that with years. But actual gift of mine opened about 4 years ago. But yes, most of the time, if you truly have a gift, it's coming somewhere from your ancestors, or maybe you didn't even know your ancestors. Maybe they lived a long time ago. You didn't know what they were practicing. But yeah. Next question, do you do in-person readings or Reiki? I try not to do in-person things, at least not as of now. I have sometimes I just need your email. I can see what you write. I can already tap into your energy. I don't really need to see you or your pictures. I mean, sometimes it's optional. You can send me your pictures, but I don't. And I don't do private or like on call readings because it drains, as I said. If you want clarity, if you want accurate reading, then you should trust already the reader that you dealing with. Okay, you don't need a proof just because somebody does it in person. It's different from somebody who does it online. It's not different. If somebody's wrong, they could be wrong anyway. Either they're close to you, either they're far from you. It doesn't really matter. This is my way. This is how I protect myself as well. And as I said, private readings are the more draining readings. And somebody asking, what would you consider tarot lessons online? Probably in the future, if I feel the need to do tarot lessons for you guys, I will let you know. But usually I use my intuition in that. I don't just do things just to do them or to make money. No offense to anybody, I'm just saying my way. But when I feel the need to do that now I have enough energy, enough time to do that, then I'll do certain classes. And another question, do you have a career outside the tarot? As I said, I majored in art history before, but you can also see this information in the other video as I was talking about my spiritual awakening. But now mainly I'm concerned in, I'm concentrated on spirituality and helping people, guiding people. This is my journey. But I don't just do this. I always do something on the side. For example, I always try to create some projects to, do new things for you guys. I always have certain ideas I work on. In general, I'm a business person. My family were always in business. And for me, just doing something without growing, without getting new ideas and setting a goal and going somewhere, I don't just sit around. Sorry guys, I'm losing my voice. So in the future you will always get something new from me. That's the point. Next question, what is your favorite type of divination? I mean tarot and candle, I would say. Tarot and candle wax readings. Another question, how long did it take you to be able to interpret cards? First of all, I don't remember exactly how long it took me, but it's all about experience. As much as you practice, that's The more practice you do, the better. Tarot for me, regardless of the practice or experience, tarot are like this never-ending mystery to solve. So it's like the more I'm into that, the more I'm experiencing that, but at the same time, the more questions I have. Like sometimes I'm wondering, and you know that sometimes I do your readings and suddenly I get certain messages that I never got from specific cards, and it just inspires me to do more, because there's so much, so many interpretations, so many stories, and they're coming from you guys. You are the source that shows me all those stories. Sometimes they're weird, sometimes they're strange or scary or disappointing or happy stories that I hear, like and sometimes it's like a fairy tale, and some of you say it's impossible, that's too nice, like too beautiful, and then I see other people comment that yes, it's about me. So is it really a fairy tale or is it real life? That's why I'm a believer. So I believe that as much as some bad stories can happen to people, the same way that could be very, very good examples and stories that could also happen to people. So don't, think that if you don't have something, it's impossible to have that. So what else? Okay, some more questions. How to differentiate between what my mind says and what my heart is saying? So your mind, imagine your mind is it's your knowledge, your mentality, your ancestors. Your mind is also your ancestors. They in your genes, but they also, some decisions that you make, they based on what would have your ancestors do. You maybe don't even know about it. And also past experiences and past life experiences. This is when your mind is trying to make a decision. And there is your heart. Your heart is your emotions. It's how you feel currently, how you will feel tomorrow, how you feel about a person or about a situation, their feelings. There could be positive, that could be negative. And the best thing you can have is to have balance between your mind and your heart. And I always tell you that in my readings. And if you will only follow your mind or your experiences or what your ancestor experienced, and that's what's in your DNA, that means eventually you may regret this decision, because it's like you not living your own life. You live in someone else's, or you living in your past, and you may regret eventually. If you only follow your heart and not your mind, this will also disappoint you eventually, because today you feel that kind of certain way, today your emotions are like that, heightened, for example, and tomorrow they're not. Tomorrow maybe you don't have those feelings anymore, and then you're gonna say, well, I was stupid, I followed my emotions and now I understand with my mind that it was wrong. So it's good when you have this balance in you, when your mind is on the same page with your heart. And of course, it's not always that way, right? But the question was how you make a difference between your mind and your heart, and I'm answering your question. Another question is, how do you know the right questions to ask the deck? I mean, I'm also a human being, and I know that if I see something, you probably want to know what happens next, right? So that's why I'm asking. I'm talking to cards, I'm communicating with them. I can feel that you want to ask those questions. And I'm just a channeler. I'm helping to get the most out of this reading, of the reading that I'm doing for you. Okay, another question. I have seen other readers complain about being read. What does it mean and how is that negative? Is this different from evil eye? Well, first of all, I didn't know other readers also complained that they've been read. The thing is why I made this post about, you know, don't try to read me. I'm very well protected, right? Because some people do assumptions, like they think if they feel something or they know something or they have ability or they're empaths, that means they can go and burgeon in somebody else's life. That's the biggest mistake that you can ever do if you want to help others, or if you want to be in this industry, let's call it that way, of spirituality, of tarot readings, whatever you're doing. Either you read through cards or through stars, doesn't matter. Because you know how to do something, or because you feel something, or because you have this gift, it doesn't mean you have to use it on everybody, or you have to acknowledge everyone that, okay, I can see that you have having a bad day today. And why am I saying that here? I'm helping you to understand that even if you have the gift, don't try to help somebody who didn't ask for your help. Okay? Because at the end you will be the one who's wrong, or who will get wrong feedback about what you're doing. And that's my rule. I never help people that not asking. They have to be ready to receive. Or maybe they don't even need my advice. Okay, so just because you can or you think you can, doesn't mean you should, or doesn't mean you're right. Especially in my case, I am well protected, and you can be misled easily with my voice, with my change of mood or tone. I can change it like that. But that's not the point of my channel, for you to, you know, read me or something like that. This is just, you know, I'm explaining about my post and stuff like that. And about your question, what does it mean? Is that negative to read others? It's not negative for me. I don't care if you're trying to read me. It's negative for you. That you're trying to do something that you were not asked to do. Okay? You drain your energy. You're not sure what you're doing. You don't know who you're dealing with. You basically tap into, you know, dangerous waters that you're not aware of. And I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about, imagine you trying to read somebody and you don't know this person, what kind of energy they have. You may pick up their negativity like that, or their problems, or something that you don't need. Why you doing that? That's my question. Okay. So, is it different from evil eye? Yes, I mean, unless somebody's trying to, you know, I also know those kind of people, they're trying to do magic. I heard about it, that some people, they trying to, you know, do some, you know, dark magic, let's call it, for readers, for them to not to have a job or have less clients. This is the most funny thing, I think, because you're gonna fail. Those people will fail. they're gonna lose even more. Because they don't know the how energies, how universe works. Okay, if you're trying to hurt somebody or trying to do something on purpose, you will be mostly the one being hurt. And you don't know who, as I said, you don't know who you're dealing with. If this person is well protected, you don't know what kind of spirits or powers they're dealing with. And it could really backfire at you. Again, I'm just explaining and answering your questions, guys. I'm not talking about you guys. I know most of you, like, on the same page with me, you know what I'm talking about. Next question, what hair products do you use? Well, I use different kinds of products, but I realized that this one product, which is argan oil from Morocco, was the best one when I had some problems with my hair. It was a long time ago, but about 5 years ago, I think, I had this issue with my hair. Suddenly, I started losing hair and I had to cut my hair very short. It was very bad experience. I would say maybe I had some bad eye on me, and I thought I'm never gonna grow my hair back, basically. So I tried many different products, and this argan oil from Morocco, it's like in a little bottle. It's not big bottle, it's mostly little bottles. They're brown, and they go with shampoo, with conditioner, or just as an oil. I realized that this is a very good product, and now my hair even longer than it was before. And the hair is, it's your power, it's your strength. Doesn't matter the length, it's just in general I'm saying hair is important. What else? What food do I like the most? I'm not really into specific foods. I could try any cuisine, that's fine, but I truly like sushi, especially when I go out with friends. That's what I eat mostly. And yes, the question is how to approach dark entities. As I said, I wouldn't recommend that. If they would want to approach you, they will approach you on their own. Interesting question. Do I do any beauty rituals? Well, let me tell you, I do many, but at the same time, I don't really do anything specific. And but I'll give you a very good advice. I think it's good, right? If I knew it before, I would be happy, but I recently figured it out. So the best investment you can do is the investment in yourself. What does it mean? To have good looks, or to improve your looks or your weight or your body, whatever you're trying to do, doesn't matter. Your skin, your hair, whatever it is. Start investing in yourself and not being worrying about spending this money. And it doesn't mean you have to spend a lot of money. Sometimes it's just you have to spend your time on yourself. And investing in yourself is not just about your looks, it's also about your inner feelings or inner stance. So I would say, if you want to spend on something, go and spend on group meditation. For example, this is just an example. Or go and sign up for some fitness class or yoga or something that will pick up your spirit. Because what is this about? Beauty. Beauty is coming from within first and foremost. We're all different. We all have different bodies, different looks, different skin color, different hair color, whatever it is, right? But what's coming from within, that's what actually makes you look good. This is the start. This is the point. Because sometimes there are people that they could be very attractive, but they have no energy in them. And if you start from inside to the outside, and you have more energy, you have more inspiration to, you know, do something for you, change something about you. You're gonna do it with a certain spark, and you would even see that your eyes are sparkling from it. And people might even give you more compliments. They will notice you more because you are glowing from within. And about the outside looks, what's invest in yourself. When I say, for example, you went to the store and you pass by this, you know, perfume, certain perfume that you love, and you always smell it, but you never buy it. You say, listen, I have many in my house, let me use this one first, this one's too expensive. So you smelled it, you're happy, and you continue going, and you think, okay, I put it on myself in a store, right? Some people take samples, even, whatever. Put it in a store, I'm done. It's like I bought it. No, you borrowed it. And that's how much it will last. As the smell will last one day, that's how it will last. But when you actually buy something that you always wanted, that made you want it, that you wished for, it's like you buy it for long. And you even gonna feel how you will change after you do that. You make your own wish. It will give you more inspiration to take care of yourself. This is the best investment. Don't feel that, okay, I rather, you know, I'm not saying you shouldn't save for other things, of course, but the most important is you, not the house investment, not the car investment. This will all come when you're in the right frequency, in the right energy. So I would give you an advice to do things that you maybe always postponed, always thought to put it on a second or third place. Yes, you do it and you don't take anything when you come back. Let's say you buy something, you bring it home. Sometimes you do something for yourself, like a meditation. You don't bring back meditation. You just, you know, you bring back your energy. You're recharged, your happiness. And that's the best investment. And that's how your beauty will start changing, or your looks. You're gonna feel more comfortable with yourself. Or you always wanted to see a certain stylist that you never visited, but you always wanted to go. And every time you say next time. You always say next time, and then when time comes to go to the salon, you saying this time I'll go to my regular person where I do my hair. It's cheaper, it's better, and stuff like that. But no. And as soon as you start doing things that you truly want, and again, I'm not saying you have to spend a big amount of money on yourself, just giving you examples. But if you truly want something, that means you investing. It's like you buy a house and you need furniture. If it's gonna be the best house, the best castle that you ever wanted, right? But there is no furniture, you're not gonna feel comfortable. Same thing with you, nurture yourself, treat yourself. If you always wanted to go to the spa, go to the spa rather than spending on some another you know, another purse that you will buy eventually, or a purse. Maybe you wanted to buy some specific brand, but you always ended up buying two purses, but they're not the brand that you wanted. No, go and buy exactly what you want to buy, and you'll start feeling that you're investing in yourself. And when you start investing in yourself, you're gonna love yourself more, you're gonna treat yourself more, you're gonna nurture yourself more, you're gonna feel that you important. Because some people, they have low self-esteem, and then you're not important because you spend money on yourself, but you're gonna feel that you put fuel in yourself, you recharged, you happy. Okay, I hope it wasn't too long, but I felt like some people needed it, this information. And again, I'm not forcing you to spend money, but yes, I'm telling you, it's better to spend on you than on things that will not be necessary eventually, while your wish is not granted yet. Okay, a couple more questions and we're done. Question: how do all successful tarot readers, including you, have this combo? Sexy looks, great articulation. It's like you guys are handpicked, all to attract and then deliver messages. Well, first of all, thank you so much. I'll take it as a compliment, I'm sure it is. And I want to say it's all about the energy that flow in us. And why does it flow? Because we connected to many people, we help other people, we exchange energies, we know how energy works, and also the witchy power. Of course, it's actually I might do another video soon about witchcraft or witches, like how can you recognize a witch. I have it on my other channel, but I believe I can give you more examples maybe. Let me know in comments if you would like such video. And next question: will your channel help me? I mean, if you feel comfortable here, if you feel that you are attracted to my energy, then yes, it will definitely help you. Okay, next question: cat or dog? Cat. I have a cat, but my best friend and my sister, they have dogs, so dogs are around me, but I am a cat person. Finally, last question I will answer and I'm done. Do you believe in God? Yes. It's just God has different names and different meanings for people. Okay? Anyways, that's what I had for you today, guys. I hope it helped you, gave you some clarity maybe, or maybe you were just, you know, having a good day or evening with me. Hopefully, if you watched till the end. Before I'm done, I want to give you a bonus for those who watched till the end. I want to give you some bonus here. Some messages for you. You don't have to, I mean, you don't have to choose a pile. I heard two, or you can choose, or you can watch both. Two, 1 and 2 messages for you, for people who watch till the end. I truly appreciate you. Let's see. Magic map shifter. Right away, I want to say something has shifted in you right now while you were watching this reading. Something have changed in your energy. I want to say it was valuable. valuable for you. Maybe you don't see it right now. You may notice the change very soon. And also this card reminds me of the Magician, and it tells me, your spirit guides tell me that everything is in your own hands. It feels like soon you will do something, maybe with your hands, maybe with your craft, or whatever you're gonna do. It's gonna be profitable. Whatever you're planning to do, whatever idea you have, it's gonna be profitable for you in the close future. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Remember who you are. And the second one is home. Wow. For some, literally, maybe you'll buy a home or change houses, or have new some people will relocate for some another city or country and have new home as a place, new home. But for others, in the close future, you're gonna feel happy and cozy, maybe at your own house, or in general you're gonna feel like home. I just heard another message for some. You may find a person in the close future, or meet a person, maybe you already met them, with the very, very homey energy, very soft, very accepting, very understanding person. Partner, could be a friend, could be a love partner, somebody who will nurture you, and I hear you will nurture them. You're gonna be on the same page and helping each other, healing each other. I sense very positive encounter, conversations between two people, and you are one of those people. It's like this time I hear it will be right, whatever it means to you. This time it will be right. Beautiful. Thank you very much, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you in my other videos. Bye bye.